time is it? What time?
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Where at? And I saw someone here already. Movie fan!
Peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
Let me stop it, because I don't even want to sing today. I'm just so excited. I missed you all. I've been good. It's been so long. I know. So I was gone, right? Like 2 weeks in a day, which made me miss 2 lives. Even though I was gone 3 Wednesdays when I usually go live, I came on live for quick. Remember the first Wednesday, but then I returned. When did I return? Tuesday. Last Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. And that was last week. Tuesday I returned. It's already been a week. Seems like forever ago I was on vacation. But I returned last Tuesday, and Wednesday I was beat. Y'all know I was so tired. Gone 2 weeks sleeping in. You don't sleep right in someone else's bed. Yes, movie fan, look what I got. Look, and I got a jacket. My son stole it. He stole the Loki jacket from me. I'm keeping the cup, but I was looking over there because I have some other things that was Loki. I don't know where I put it. I came home to all kinds of boxes. And Rishi, how are you? Oh, y'all don't even know how much I missed you. How much I missed chatting. Like I was, even though I'm a little late this morning, I'm not as late as I usually am. How have y'all been? I feel like we have to. It's been 3 weeks since I've been. Like it feels like a month almost. June's almost gone. June has flown by. I've been using this mug since I got it like every single day to drink my coffee. I mean, I washed it, but yeah, the iCarly box was neat. And I got one I have to open today. I'm excited about it, movie fan, because that box is not only like a movie, well, it's the Rugrats, because I guess it's the Rugrats. Did they do a reboot and I don't know, something with their maybe a new DVD of the series. Something with the Rugrats is happening or happens soon. They sent me a box, but in it has one of those dinosaur costumes that you blow up. You know those dinosaur costumes that you could go. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play with this. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be doing TikToks with it. I'm gonna be doing TikToks with those, but with the dinosaur costume. But I'm just excited because I always wanted one of those dinosaur costumes that you blow up and do stuff. I'll have to put it on YouTube. I put them on YouTube also. YouTube Amanda, see you. I see you too, Rishi. Monish. Hi, Monish. What screeners are you watching at the moment? What did I went. Oh, I'm going to do that. Oh, I'll have a review today up. Well, it's on my site, the review. Oh, wait. K-Burn's here. Because I do my dual live stream. YouTube and TikTok. And K-Burn. My Wi-Fi is weak right now. Hope all is well. Saying hi. Hi. That's all right, K-Burn. I'm just glad you stopped by to say hi. Anyway, back to movie fan. The screener. Wait, was it? No, yesterday. What? I forget. Monday night, I went and saw F5. The Fast Saga, the screener of it. Now a lot of our places here are doing a lot of the screeners in the movie theaters. They are. I mean, I just went on a 2-week trip, vaccinated, felt safe, wore my mask in the places you're supposed to. The airport, they require all the places you're required, and at times, like I'd put my mask on at times where I felt like there's too many people around. I was like, it's a little. People are too close that I don't know, I put my mask on. But most of the time, I'm like, I'm vaccinated. The CDC, like I'm listening to the CDC and science, like when I'm outside, I don't have to wear masks some places, inside. And I felt very safe. How did I get on this subject? What was I talking about? Oh, the movie theaters. Yeah. So, so a lot of the places here at the movie, like our movie theaters are opened up and all that. So I went and saw the screener of F9 on Monday. And I'm going to tell you, even then, we wasn't required. Like, if you're vaccinated, you weren't required. But even in the movie theater, I put it on. Mostly to keep warm. Because you know those movie theaters are always cold. I was like, let me put my mask on to keep warm. Anyway, I will have the review on my YouTube channel. I should have it up today of that review. It's on my site. But I'm going to tell you, I'm not even that into these Fast and Furious movies. I haven't even watched them all, I think. Because this number 9, and I know I watched the first few, and then maybe some peppered in between here and there. I saw the Tokyo Drift one and that. I enjoyed it. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Like some of the car, y'all seen the trailer. You know how ridiculous they got with some of that stuff. And then even beyond the trailer, some of the stuff I was like, oh my gosh, no, this is pretty ridiculous. Like putting a car into space. Like I was like, all right, y'all are getting a little, but still I was like, I enjoyed it. It's not like it's gonna win any kind of awards or Oscars, but I mean, they made it for the fans, and what were the fans like? They like fast cars, craziness, chases, shootouts, and that's what it gave you. What else did you say? You asked, oh, the screeners, and did you watch Black Widow? Not yet. I know, because I'm just behind on catching up on everything. What do you call a bagel that can fly? Plain bagel. That's what I get over on my TikTok jokes over on TikTok. That's what they say. Where is everybody? Did you get movie fan? Did you even get a notification that I was live? Because I don't see anybody on. They forgot about me. I was gone 2 weeks. They forgot about me. Anyway, if you're a movie fan, I will be watching the Black Widow this weekend. Right? Because I know they said they're going to send it, or they might already send. I haven't checked, but I told my husband I'd wait, and we're going to watch it this weekend whenever I get it. Hopefully it's there, or by the weekend. I saw watching to iCarly, I am not Sam. I am seeing it next week. I heard it was bad. What did you think? Oh, about the F9? I mean, you got to take it for what it is. I didn't go in there expecting, oh, this is gonna be a great movie, and maybe that's my expectations were low. I didn't I figured just it's gonna be about car chases, and that's what it was. Now I'm gonna tell you this though, movie fan. I keep my mask on to keep on, especially when yes. I'm gonna tell you this though, movie fan, about the F9. It is 2.5 hours long. 2.5 hours. I've talked about this before. I'm tired of these movies. Now I know I have some of my people here from India, and those Bollywood movies. I mean, oh, Purple, you are. Yes, I know BTS. Who doesn't know BTS? If you don't know BTS, I don't know where you've been under a rock. But I was already waiting. Amanda, have you seen the trailer Netflix Fear Street? If you haven't, can you? Oh, no, I haven't. I forgot my pen. Remind me, movie fan, if I don't remember. Let me try. Fear Street. I haven't even seen it. That's why I said I've been gone and out the loop. But anyway, on the F9, can we get back to the? Oh, I love you too, Purple. You Army. Can we get back to this, because 2.5, like I enjoy, like, when you have an action movie, and sometimes and this was an action movie, and sometimes action movies make the time fly, and you're like, oh, that didn't seem long. It didn't drag because it was so much action. Well, I felt like this, like I felt the length of this movie in F9. And it wasn't because I was bored. Like there was so much action, it kept me interested. I was like at the screen and I was like, oh, look at that. And had comedy. I like Ludacris and that Tyrese Gibson was in it, and they had me cracking up. I love them too. I love them too. So it had that, but I felt the 2.5 hours long. Like I felt that length. I was like, this is too much. I know that, like in this one, they introduced a new character, the John Cena, right? And F9, they introduced him. They they have to give kind of a backstory because that's supposed to be what? That's supposed to be Dom's brother, Vin Diesel's brother. And you're like, well, where has he been for 8 movies? So they have to like give a backstory and kind of explain where he's been and everything. But that's what I'm saying. Like, they could have at least cut it down to 2 hours. I was like, this is ridiculous, this long. I was like, this should not be this long, especially for a movie that is just like an action type movie with car chases and spy stuff, you know? Oh, you're 17, I said 17, 16-year-old girl. Hi. My son's going to be 16 in August. I wasn't surprised by the runtime. When it was first announced, it was originally 2 hours. Oh, so they cut it. So I didn't know this. It was supposed to be 2 hours and 46 minutes, and then they cut it some. So it's only cut 15 minutes out. That's all they did. I was like, they could have cut 20, 30 minutes. Cardi B, like a second in it. Like if Cardi B fans are going to this movie because they want to see Cardi B, they better not go to the bathroom. They better not blink, because they will miss her. She's in it like a second. I mean, she was good for the second she was in it. Maybe not a second. Maybe it was 15 seconds. I'm not even playing. Like it was hardly nothing. It was hardly. Oh, is it? Because you know what? Was it Cardi B in it or the Nicki Minaj? Because when I first wait, let me look at this. Because I hope I didn't put that in my review. F9 cast. Because I thought when I first saw her, I was like, oh, that's Nicki Minaj. And I'm gonna get in trouble if I did. That's why I'm like, oh, let me go look. Oh, it is Cardi B. Those two always get me up. I was like, I even told my husband went with me. I was like, oh, there's Nicki Minaj, first 10 seconds in the movie. I'm gonna have to go check my review. I don't think it was Nicki Minaj. I don't think hopefully I didn't put that. I don't think I did because in my review I was like, she was only in like so many seconds. I was like, I'm not even mentioning it. Love you too. Go Mathane. Yeah, Gam. That's a hard. Listen, and I ain't gonna be saying. Let me try to say the second part of your name. Go Math Anaya Gam Bala Subranamanian. Listen. That's a hard name to say. Hi, Deepak. Hi, Kudin Kumar. And Jungle Cruise was going to be 2 hours and 38. Disney is right behind on this trend too. Look at Cruella. Cruella was like, what, 2 hours? I know I'm thinking 2 hours and 20 minutes. And I was like, and I said the same thing. That was in my review too. I was like, they could have cut out 30 minutes because I even felt like in that movie it dragged in parts. Like I thought at a certain point I was like, oh, it must be almost over. And then I looked, I was like, there's still an hour left. Like, so I definitely was, and I was like, I definitely felt the drag in that one. I don't know why, like the Hollywood thinks, quantity over quality. And like I said, I know my Bollywood people is here watching those movies. And those movies regularly run over 3 hours, right? So I know they're like, that ain't nothing. But for us, at least a lot of Bollywood movies I've gone to in the theaters, they usually even have an intermission. Like most will give you a little break. Like 2 hours, 30 minutes straight, just watch it. It's a lot. A lot. Hi, Kudan. Have you watched Family Men? No, Family Men. I don't even know what movie you're talking about. Family Men. I've watched Family Guy. I like Family Guy, the cartoon. That's like one of my favorites. Vivek. Hi, Amanda. Wish me best of luck. Oh, good luck, Vivek, on your exam. I can't even talk today. This is what happens. 3 weeks I'm gone from going live, and I forget how to talk, right? Truthfully, I never even knew how to talk right before then, but I'm having extra problems today. Well, look, good luck, Vivek, on your examination. Study hard. If you study hard, it'll pay off. I feel it. But extra wishing you luck. Sending my luck and love. Guys, what time is it? Oh, wait, do I still have it up? What time is it, Vivek?
Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Now
Oh,
where
wait.
you at?
What time?
Peanut butter
Yeah,
jelly
there it
time.
is.
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Where you at? Where you at? That was just for Vivek. Because that was to wish Vivek luck on the examination. Oh, no, that was wrong one. That was Vikram. That was for Vikram. It was 2 B words. Super Dancer Chapter 4, Gita Rishi. Oh, you're so. I was watching your video only before joining your live. Oh, Shweta, you're my favorite. You're my favorite commenter today. Thank you. And I didn't even brush my teeth yet. I didn't even brush my hair. Just pulled it up, and she still. Oh, thank you, Shweta. All are Indians here. Not all movie fans in Australia. So I know not all everybody is. Purple U Army is from Nepal. Is that in India? I like, I know geography as well as I know how to speak English properly. I'm going to see In the Heights on Friday. Have heard a lot of good stuff about it. Have you seen it? Yes. I think I even did a review of that movie thing. I think on my YouTube channel too. Movie fan. In the Heights, I was surprised by just how much I loved it. I love musicals. One of my favorite movies back in the day used to be Grease. Whose wasn't like any kind of teenage girl growing up in like the 80s, loving Grease and Dirty Dancing, like one of those, music movies. So I like those, but I just wasn't like, but this is because I watched that Hamilton that was on Disney Plus. Remember, they just took the play and they just put on Disney Plus, didn't make it. They just like streamed it. I don't know, or just recorded the play and put on Disney. I don't know if you've seen it there, but I watched that and I was like, so I'm not one of those that got super excited about the Lin Miranda, whatever his name, how you say it? Lin Miranda Manuel. I'm probably saying it. So anyway, I wasn't like one of those huge fans. So I was just like, oh, this will be good. And I went to see it. And afterward, like I cried. I loved the music. It probably helped. Like the theater I was in was like fans, they were clapping after everyone and after every little song and everything. But I'm telling you, I was like, I loved it. Loved it. And I know they're trying to cancel the Lynn now, isn't they? Miranda, Linda Miranda. Because they said like it's about the Hispanics and he only put like real light skin. I know they were trying to cancel him on that, but I don't know that much about it. But anyway, I could not suggest it like be more, sing it as many praises as I do. That's how much I loved it. Where am I? Oh wait, is there a movie fan? My birthday is coming July 30th. Happy month and a half early birthday, Purple U Army. TJs! I miss you too. I was just saying how much I missed everybody. I was super excited to come on. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go talk to all my friends. Are you excited for Scream 5? I mean, I love the first Scream movie. Then they all were just, I'm like, okay, the second, all right. Then I'm like, they doing too many now. They doing too many. And now they even trying to bring it back. I mean, I watch it. I'm not super, and you don't know how I feel about scary movies in the first place. They're not my favorite. So I'm just like, nice hairstyle. Thank you. You are beautiful. But I love all my Purple U Army too. Is this why I missed y'all so much? All the compliments. I love you too, Shweta. Family Man is an Indian. Oh, I didn't know this. Indian web series with 2 seasons on investigations, crime drama. Oh, I'll have to check this out. Where can I? Oh, it's just on the web. I can watch it like on YouTube. What did Shubham say? So when you are going to my request, Madhur has sent you many important requests in SB group. You haven't reacted to any of them. Have you seen them in the group? No, I'm telling you. I was gone 3 weeks. I haven't paid attention to any of it, Shabham. I'm sorry, Shabham. Well, I was gone 2 weeks, but like coming back and trying to reacclimate. I just started, look, Monday, I just started picking up back up doing my reactions and stuff. And I have been pretty, like, if you haven't noticed, I've been all about the Mahabharats and all. I just wanted to watch everything with them. And people have been sending me, like, just in the messages, some of that. But I'm going to go back to my group because I'm sure I'm going to get some stuff from my buddy Vicky. Vicky is here! There's Vicky. I know Vicky because I saw even a request from Vicky in there, and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to hear it from Vicky if I haven't done that one." I watched The Conjuring 3. That's the newest one on HBO Max, right? I didn't like it. I don't like scary stuff, and it was creepy. I had to turn it off. But you know what? That Conjuring, I was wondering, are all those movies connected? Because they had the same people on The Conjuring 3 as they had on those Annabelle movies. I didn't know if they were all connected. Your smile is cute. Oh, Vicky! Uh-oh. Vicky Mishra might be my favorite Vicky today. You better up your game, my other Vicky. They just said my smile's so cute. I'm in love with your Niagara Falls video. That was so beautiful. Shabham. That was one of the most, like, beautiful sights I've ever seen. Just being in there, just being, even driving up on it. I'm gonna tell you because I went to my friend's house, Tessa. We stayed at my friend Tessa's house, and she lives 2.5 hours away. So we all packed up in our vehicle and drove there. And I was in the front seat driving there. And we're almost there, close, like we're on the highway. And I look over and I just see like this huge like mist, like the city, the buildings and everything. And then this huge mist. And I was like, miles and miles away, you can just see the mist from the Niagara Falls. Just that. And I was like, oh my goodness. Then being there. We first did that cave, like you walk kind of down by it on these little bridges and the water's coming on and you're getting the sprayed. And I was like, oh, okay, but that was like one of the not so big falls of the Niagara Falls. Then we took that boat, which brings you into like the center of it. I was like, this ain't safe because the boat was rocking and you was getting sprayed and can hardly see, but you're like at the bottom. And I was like, how can this be safe? We're at the bottom of these falls. We ain't going to get sucked under. I was a little nervous, but I saw some of that video, but I'm telling you, it was one of the most gorgeous things I've ever seen. I was just like, I can't believe, one of those things you're looking at it and you're just like, oh, I'm actually seeing this in real life. It's surreal. I loved it. I want to go back. I want to bring the family. I was like, y'all got to see it. It was so neat. Especially, I want to go back because they have two. It's right on the border, Canada and U.S. And they have two sides. And everybody that's been there before. Tessa had been there before because she lives right there. But some other friends who went there had been there before, and all of them is like, oh, the Canada side's so much better. That's what they want to say. But the Canada side's closed. Ain't nobody was over the Canada side. They don't let any U.S. people over anyway. Like the borders are closed. So I was like, I got to go back just to see the Canada side because they're saying that side's so much better. But it was so neat. Can you write your trailer for Till Death? Megan Fox, my brother's friend, directed it. Oh, what movie fan? You're going to have to remind, because one thing I didn't even bring up, Payne. You're going to have to remind me of these. And wait, when is your next plan to go tour? Well, I am leaving for a week and like a week and a half. But I'm going to New Orleans to visit my family. We are going to listen, I always wanted to do this. I was born in New Orleans. Grew up there like till I was a teen. And before I moved, my family all still lives there. Like, well, most of them, my mom's here and my sister and everything. But most of my family's still there. So I go visit often. But I never done one of those swamp tours. They take you on the boat in the swamps and you see the out. So we're going to do one of those. I might have to video it and do a video of that one. Because I always wanted to do one of these swamp tours. Never did it. Grew up there, Louisiana, New Orleans, and all that. Never did one of those swamp tours. So I'm going to have to do video of that. Hi, Joey Biden. I like your name. You need to learn more about the Bhagavad Gita, ages, and advanced Asian in technology a lot more. I agree. Like, I don't know. I'm just scratching the little surface of this. That's why I'm like, I'm into this. I don't know much at all about it. And I want to. I want to learn all. Like, I am invested. I'm telling you that. I was feeling so nice watching your intro. Oh, Vicky! I wanted to post more videos, but when you get there and I was with friends and we're just having a good time. I'm like, oh, I should be recording this because I went to Disney World and Universal Studios and we did all kind of rides there. And I was just like, I forgot. But I promised that Niagara, and I'm glad I got that Niagara video just so I can go back and watch it. Like it was something and show the kids and Greg. Like it was a beautiful sight and amazing to be there. Do you like Ritik Roshan? Do I like him? Do I like my boyfriend Ritik? Of course I like my boyfriend Ritik. Of course. I love my boyfriend Ritik. 2 weeks for my birthday, but I'm not going to add 2021. That should be a thing. That should be a thing. 2020 doesn't count for birthday years, so we get to take an age off. Except my niece, who I just saw joined over on my TikTok, which was her birthday yesterday, 13. I know she don't want to take a year off, but happy birthday, Jilly. I told her happy. And I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to go to the mall shopping and think of something fun for us to do tomorrow. Amazon Prime. Which places you been to? Please tell. Okay, I started off, and you saw me. Remember, I came on live from my friend Amy's house, and that was in North Carolina. She lives in like Durham, North Carolina. And I just remember that because they have that movie Bull Durham, which I probably mentioned. Bull Durham, it's like a baseball movie, and it has the Kevin Costner, Susan Sarandon, Tim Robbins. I think that's when she met him. And then didn't they get married or at least together for a long time? And like I saw that baseball field. So that was North Carolina. Then we flew from North Carolina to Orlando, and that's where I went to. And I think with my friend Tanya at her house, and we went to Disney World and Orlando and Universal Studios. So we did Disney 2 days, Universal Studios 2 days. So we did that. Then we flew to Rhode Island. We stayed with another friend. It was like a friend's tour. It was like that. Stayed at Rhode Island, and there we stayed a couple days, but we went to like Connecticut and another place in Rhode Island. I guess it's like a little island type place, and just saw sights and stuff there. Then we drove from Rhode Island to New Hampshire, and that's where that same friend from Rhode Island, they have like a townhouse, like a condo thing in New Hampshire, and it's up in the mountains. So we was up in the mountains in New Hampshire, and that was beautiful. Oh, I love the mountains though. That's where we're going in August, in like the Tennessee mountains. So we went to New Hampshire and rode gondolas. I saw some bears. We did like cave exploring. Oh yeah, I was climbing around in caves. Like some of them were, I was like, this can't be safe either. Like I think about my safety in this stuff. So I was like, some of these, because you would have to climb down, and they even talked about some people getting stuck in some of these. Like they had this one of these cave people, because I asked. And one of them, he was like, oh yeah, they had one person get stuck. They had to grease them out. I was like, I'm glad I heard that story afterwards. But we did so then after New Hampshire, then we flew to New York, Syracuse, where my friend Tessa lives, and stayed. And that's when we drove to Niagara like that, and drove up to Niagara from her house, and then just checked out her little town there. Because she lives kind of in a little town, like a small town, but it's a college town. And then from that, went home. But it was like, we called it like our East Coast Friends Tour. And that's what we said. Like, we're a friend group. We kind of was, had a big group chat all through 2020. We kind of got each other, through 2020, just chatting and everything. All vaccinated. So we're like, we're all vaccinated. That was like our light at the end of the tunnel, right? We would always talk, we have 2 people now vaccinated. When we get everybody, we can go and meet up and do our friends tour. So That was like the prize for our vaccination. 100% friend group vaccination. Have you ever wondered how the world would end after the culling, according to Henry? I don't even know about this, Subham, but will that depress me about how the world's going to end? I don't want to read the stuff that's going to depress me. India's Best Dancer Season 1 on Sony TV. Geeta Kapoor. I don't even know about that. Pranab. Hi, Amanda. How about reacting to more serial kisser videos? You listen. The nice ones, Pranab. You got some suggestions? The nice ones. I don't want any serial. I don't want to be reacting to all these serial kissing ways. Just sliding on down the alleyway like butter dripping off a hot biscuit. Clash track. Illuminate. Hey. Vicky is generally an abbreviation for Vikram in Indian names. Oh, really? So all my Vickies up in here are really Vikrams? You know my one friend Vicky. I forgive now, but he pretended to be a girl for probably the years I have known him. I didn't even know I was talking to Vicky years, and and didn't correct me. Didn't say, "Oh no, I'm a boy." But now I know. When I see the Vicky from the India, it's short from Vikram, a boy's name. I have sent mixed requests, old songs, new songs. Are they getting accepted? Because some people say like they'll put it on there and then it's deleted. And I'll have to talk because I'll have that girl kind of helping me in the group. And I got to tell her, don't be deleting them because I want to make sure I have them in there, you know. I lost my spot. Where am I at? Oh, I'm so far. Let me. Oh, here I am. Okay. Man, if you get a chance to see Kane's films, please don't watch it only because it's based on one of our worst massacres and every trade doesn't want it to be released. Okay, I won't. Look, you just had to say don't watch it. You didn't even have to tell me why. I was like, all right, I ain't gonna watch it. Australia doesn't want to release and they're still doing it. That's sad. I really love every reaction. My favorite reaction is when you react to Richter because that's my boyfriend. Is there any new ones? What did I see pop up? This must be an old one. The Bagai 4. I saw it pop up today, but sometimes they'll put, oh, it's a concept trailer. It ain't the real one. It ain't the real, because I was just thinking about Richter and Tiger ones too, right? But miss you so much. No, not reactions, but the lovely person that you. Oh, Vicky. I missed all y'all too. I'm telling you, like today, you should see me. Even though I was late because I usually am, but I was like, oh, I get to go live. Like I was telling even Greg this morning, oh, I'm going to be seeing my peeps. I'm going to peep. What are you reading those on? Oh, Jilly over on TikTok. I do my dual live stream on Wednesdays on YouTube and TikTok. Don't get mad, my YouTube people. They get mad when I read my TikTok. But yes, I was telling Greg I was excited to talk to all y'all this morning. And then when I first came on, for a while, it was just like me and Movie Fan. I was like, the notification, where's everybody at? They forgot about me. But y'all didn't forget about me. I love you guys. Mwah! And I miss you too, Vicky. Do you know who the famous veteran actress Rekha is? She was in Love. I don't even know who either of these are. Just when I think I'm an expert at stuff. Getting my India Bollywood peoples down and all the woods, knowing the people. Then I just find out how much I don't know. Isn't that how it always works? But they always say like the more knowledge you gain, it's like a hill, and when you get to the top, you kind of look down and see everything that you don't know, even though you gained more knowledge. I'm gonna join on YouTube. Okay, Jelly. Hi, Chit Chat Mom. Have you seen Kim's Convenience? My new favorite show. It's not new, right? The name sounds familiar, and I feel like I watched a little bit of it before, but it's been a while. Tejas, you are in Malhar now, so Malhar means the Great India. It's a story of the biggest war, which was about for 18 days and millions died. That's what that is about. And I am once I reacted to those, and then I took that quiz to see who I am, and now I want to learn about all the different characters of it. And I even researched yesterday. I was like, how do I watch the Disney Plus Hotstar? And I think I have to like subscribe to it. I don't know. Like because I have Disney Plus, but that ain't on my Disney Plus. That it's the special like Hotstar Disney Plus. So I was like, are there alligators in the swamps? Yes. Oh yeah, that's what they're known like to be in. The alligators love the swamp area. And Jew, hi ma'am. Nama. Just come and say hi, bye. Well, if he's already gone, but hi. Matthew Lee is here. Good morning, Matthew Lee. Would you mind if I call you Amma, short for Amanda, because in India, Amma means mother. Oh, you can call, I like that. Amma, short for Amanda, and it means mother. And I am a mother. So yes, I like that too. I should say that's like my Indian name. When I do my tour and go to India, that's how I'll be like, oh, like what's your name? I could say Amma. Do you think that's a good nickname for me, everybody? Like, would you feel weird calling me that? I like that. I want an Indian name. If you have more suggestions, go ahead and say them. But I like that one. And it's something I think I could easily pronounce. Amma. Am I even saying it right? And easily remember? I was like, oh, it's just the first 3 letters of my name. The soil land where the war was fought is still red because where have you seen this? The soil, where's it that's at? Oh, Tejas is always teaching. I love Tejas. When I need some information, I know Tejas is gonna be there for me. There are 2 Vickies today. Well, technically 3, right? Because then we had the Vikram, what Vicky short for. Right on the side. I don't have my purple you are me. I'm out of practice. I didn't even bring my pen and paper. Adiot C. Hi. React on this. Lukey. Maybe I can remember that though. Lukey. It's like Loki. I'm so glad you guys we did, Matthew Lee. It was so much fun and needed it. After the year 2020, I think we all could use a vacation. If you ever come to Australia, please visit the northern Queensland city. And it's surrounded by rainforest and beaches. Amazing holiday. I will. And movie fans. So my fans, like my group, Tessa and some of my other friends that are in our group that we just did this vacation. We keep talking about, what is it, 2023. I know we're already planning future ones, but like most of us want to go in 2023, New Zealand. So I was like, we'll have to just stop by and visit movie fan. Like that was like, they keep saying New Zealand 2023. So we're going to have to come by and visit movie fan. I'll have to say, you have to remind me that Queensland City. Shabam, you look so refreshed. Your tour was, oh, thank you. I do feel better. Like, that's what I said. I feel more like this is another thing. I mean, stuck in the house for a year. I wasn't very active. You know that. Remember, I gained weight. I had to go back and I had to lose that weight I gained over the quarantine, which it is lost now. But activity-wise, I wasn't. It was, it snows here. So most of the winter and everything, it was too cold to go outside. So I didn't get much activity going on. So it felt good not only to get out and see friends and do things and live life, but also to be active again, like all the walking we did. We were cave exploring. And that's why since I've been back too, I told my husband and daughter, because my daughter is one to sit there on her electronics today. So I've been I was like, let's go for a walk. So we'll at least for so far, I'm going to try to keep it up. I'm bad at keeping stuff up, but we've been going for hour walks and little hikes around the neighborhood every day and stuff too. Cause I'm like, I want to keep, I built it up when we were out and I was hurting for a while. I was like, walking 10 miles a day. I was like, I'm not used to this. So now I just feel more refreshed, but more active and have more energy also. But thank you, Chopin. Do you like Indian? Have you been to India? I have not been. I keep talking about doing my India tour one day when I hit my 1 million subscribers, which I probably lowered it now. Maybe it's just 100,000 because that's going to take a long time. Dick Rosha and Priyanka Chopra doesn't have Aaron Rano and Krish 4. You seen Kevin Costner's latest film? The film So on the Edge of Your Seat. No, wait, is that one like, I saw one, Let Him Go. That was the last Kevin, and I watched that on the plane. Let Him Go, like, and it was with like his son died, and then he had a grandson, and is that the one you talk about? Because that one was good, and it had some intense moments in that one. You know, man, it misses your reactions. Try to react as much as possible. Catch up. I will try to catch up, Shabam. Have you ever been to Europe? Yes, I've been to Germany and the Czech Republic, like Prague. Just once, though. I want to travel. Like, I've been to Europe. I've been to a lot of the Caribbean islands and like Jamaica, Dominican Republic, and been to Canada. So a lot over here. Never really like, well, what's the Cayman Islands? I don't even. So it's more the Caribbean. Never really South America. Been to Mexico, of course. Like Mexico and Canada, most people here have been to, you know. But yeah, like I want to go to Asia. My husband wants to go to Japan. That's his thing. He's like, oh, I want to go to Japan. I'd love to go to India. Hi, Rex Ninja. I don't miss to react to request videos. We waited. Shubham's very concerned about this. Shubham, I'm going to look for him. I promise I'm going to look for him. I just hope they were approved because people have complained that they weren't approved over there. Please shout out my name. Amit Kamar. Shout out. Like I literally shout, Amit Kamar. Kamar. I said it wrong. Kamar. Lord Krishna, the one who gave God's knowledge to Arjun. Arjun's the one that I matched on that quiz I took. Okay. Lord Krishna, the one who gave God's knowledge to Arjun, he wrote the knowledge and it's known as Bhagavad Gita. It's the book of life. It's the solution for every. I remember that when I did when I watched the video about the Hinduism, learning that. It has a solution for every problem. World will never end, he just said. I mean, human life would possibly end, right? I mean, that could happen. Animals have gone extinct, but I'm with you. I think the world itself, the earth, even if we go extinct, will go on. We're getting philosophical up in here. And now I just lost my spot. And it shows me how far behind on comments I am. All right. Oh, here we are. Purple. Purple is invested in. I see it, purple. I ain't gonna forget. World will actually never end, but it'll prepare for its new arrival. Recently been thinking about time and multiverses. Things to, right? Loki will have you thinking about that. And I haven't watched today's new episode yet. But I got my cup. Cassie Combs is here. How you doing, wonderful friend? I'm doing great, Cassie Combs. She loved Luca. I knew you would love Cassie. I knew there was no doubt in my mind that you wouldn't love Luca. No doubt. I knew you was going to love that. Yes, that girl, Akasha, why she deletes the requests. It is you who have to decide on. Yeah, I'm going to, listen. I need to get on this. Tell her don't delete those requests. There's a time cycle divided in 4 parts. We are living in the last and shortest part of the cycle consists of 5,000 years will pass. At the time cycle ends, it will start again. I'm with you on this, Tejas. I'm with you. Where's my chili pepper today? Pepper's outside. It's also been nice here today. Like I said, I was being active and walking. Halle Berry's The Little Mermaid. I saw some of that. Hi, Richard girlfriend. You know I am, Ashwana. What was I saying? Oh, about the pepper, because I said I've been going on walks, but since I returned vacation, the weather here has also been great. I mean, it was hot the first few days, but I'll give you American temp, because I think we don't do the Celsius here, but like yesterday, the high, like the hottest it got was in the 70s degrees Fahrenheit. So whatever it is Celsius, It was 70 American degrees. So I mean, it's been gorgeous, nice wind blowing and stuff, but some places they're saying it's not. Like they were talking about Arizona, like for days straight had 125 degrees, the American degrees, and I was like, climate change. I mean, we're feeling it. Have you seen Betty Giplin on Jimmy Kimmel do an Ann Pointer accent? I haven't. I haven't watched Jimmy Kimmel in a while. We will get seriously mad if you start TikTok live with YouTube. I did. It's already going, Shubham. But look, I'm not even hardly talking. Shubham. Nobody there. I just say hi once in a while. Don't you get mad? Because you can see you're getting my full attention. At the end of here we go. More tea just brings this knowledge. Hi, Kill Jogger. After the end of the time cycle, Lord Vishnu would take his 10th incarnation of Kaliki on earth. Am I saying this right? The words? His ninth incarnation was Lord Krishna, who was born 5,000 years. Oh, these are so many layers to this. I'm telling you, this must be like I think to study the religion and all this, like because think of Christians, you only have to learn about the one God, right? I mean, they also talk about Jesus, the Son of God, and that kind of stuff, but that's complicated. And you would think it would be God and that would be complicated because the world is, you would think it'd be a complicated thing. You don't know Ambi Chambaka, Big BB. You have seen lots of videos of him, but you don't recognize his name. He is world famous. I probably would recognize his face. You know how I forget names, Chopin. Do you know who Lord Ram is? Who Lord Chris? Yes, I've heard of those. And I even Lord. Wait, is Ram the elephant? Don't get. This is a lot to remember. Because I know the elephant. They have that day and they submerged the statue. Now I'm nervous that I got that wrong. I feel like I'm being quizzed. Is the Mahakali episodes not available for you to react? This is the problem, Shamit. A lot of those, especially like the Mahabharat, like they were like react to this scene or react to that. I can't find it. Like it's hard to find them with the subtitles. That's like the problem. I'm like, I can't understand what they say. Like if it's music, that's different because music is universal language. You can feel the music, and you can feel sometimes when they're talking. But when they have a dialogue, like that's pretty important. So if they have like certain scenes and they don't have subtitles, it's impossible for me to react to unless Schmidt ones that I heard some people get like personal subtitle people to get to do that for them, but I don't have it. I know you love Disney Plus, Cassie. I have to go to school tomorrow. See you next week. Bye, movie fan. I do like Zeta's Italian for auntie. Oh wait, Zeta. I do like Zeta. It's Italian for auntie. That's a good one too. We have 4 Yugis. We're in last in Kali Yugi. In every God descent to earth by taking human incarnation. Lord Ram was Lord Krishna was Lord Kalki will descend in Kali Yuga. Was I right with the Ram? Now it's gonna bother me. Y'all better tell me. Fox Channel is closed. Disney Plus World. Purple U. I see it. They descent to earth, the evils of the world, and start new era. And I like so they make like a clean slate. The war was between 5 brothers versus 100. 100 who were cousins. 5 brothers were the husband of so people are saying that she had Draupadi because I did that and I was like, oh look, because that's the same actress too. Someone for the Macaulay video I also did. But I didn't know much about her at all. And they were saying, oh, her husband's. I was like, did she have more than one? Draupadi was humiliated and was undressed in front of the whole part. But Krishna said, who Who undressed her? This was during the war? Is that why they went to the war? Because they did that to her? Well, let me go to war too. I gotta go. But that's terrible. Well, I'm glad. Look, he's the man right there. Oh, he's the God. He's saved her from that humiliation. Australia, New Zealand, 2020. Okay, Ashley, gotta go. He just saw that I am behind. Let me try to catch up. Let me catch up on these comments. Tiger Sheriff girlfriend, in addition has a boyfriend. The posters look lovely behind you. Oh, thanks. Friday was the God's offering. She was born from the holy fire. She was born adult, 25 years old. She was full of knowledge. She was knowledgeful, but not knowledgeful of man-made things. Okay. Daily order, catch up until I will do it, Shubham. India horror movie. Wait, Vicky made a comment I was reading and here we go. And I lost it for a minute. Yeah. Indian horror movies are so funny, and weird thing is that the story and disclaimers clash with each other. So they'll have like disclaimers on them. What kind of disclaimers? Will it be that the warning, this may be scary? Is that the disclaimer? Warning, this horror movie may be scary. I don't know what Sayan said. You better not be saying no bad stuff there, Sayan. Purple you. I see it. Met the Chancellor of Germany. You met? Oh, are you asking me if I met? I have not met either, but I would love to meet the Justin Trudeau. He is one good-looking prime minister, is he not? I was like, why can't we get the president looking good like that? I would watch him talk. I watch all the times he gave speeches. All the times. Every single thing he said he is good looking. I get jealous. I'm like, Canada's lucky. Canada has the cute-looking Justin Trudeau. And who we got? The 100-year-old Biden. Now, you know I love Biden, but still, he's like super old. And he might have been good looking in his day, but he ain't no good looking Justin Trudeau. I also want to go to Japan. No, I'd love to. Tejas, let's plan it. Japan French trip 2024. Hi, Sue Jody. Purple, you ain't giving up. Purple, you ain't giving up. I'm never gonna forget that request, Purple you. Excited for Jungle Cruise and Black Widow. Put my request on AFB group one day. It disappeared from pending request section. Never appeared in the group. More than 100. More than 100? Oh, I'm definitely gonna talk to her. I didn't know this. So just a couple people said that, but we're gonna have to talk to her. React to. That might have been. This is the thing that might have been the scene. Tejas, that someone else requested, that Drapali, and I couldn't find. It might have been that one. The English subtitles. That was like the main problem. It was like English. I think it was English. Finding English subtitles was the problem with that. Mr. Pissy Pants. I like that name. Like that made me cough. Hi, Mr. Pissy Pants. And tell me, Amanda, do I have to make those all requests again, which disappear? How do we know? I'll let you know, Shubham. By the next live, I'm going to talk to her and we're going to get this straightened out. Hi, Amanda. Can you bring chat on your screen? I see, yeah. Spider-Man No Way Home be your favorite Marvel movie. Oh, I know. Listen, I can't wait. You know Spider-Man, that's my favorite superhero ever, Spider-Man. So you know I'm excited for that. Hope you're doing. Thank you, Gargi. Hope you are too. Joshua Stark's here. Amanda, I still think you deleted your channel every time I look up PB reaction time. How are you still looking up that Joshua Stark? Like, I changed that name like 2 years ago. Like 2 years. That's because you never come on. It's probably like this has been the most you came on the last couple lives than you have in 2 years. That's why. And And why do you have to look me up? Why don't you have my notifications on, Joshua Stark? Huh? Look, I haven't seen Joshua Stark in like weeks, months, and I'm getting on him. Because that's how me and Joshua Stark is. I'm like his mother. I'm his, what is it? The Amma. I'm Joshua Stark's Amma. You need to learn more Hinduism. It's a I wish I had, like, they don't have classes here for that. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. But that's why I feel like watching the best way for me to learn is by watching something. I always thought, like, if I watch the movies, I remember it better. Well, reading too, but usually like watching, I'm visual learner. That's what they say. So that's why I like to watch all these videos and even react to them. And that's how like I'll learn a lot of it. Also, Loki has been pretty amazing so far. Maybe we'll finally get one of those shows that won't dip in quality. Joshua Stark, are you still here? Did you see my cup? I also got the jacket, which my son stole from me, but I definitely got a Loki package. And I like Loki. The first 2 episodes, because I got screeners of the first 2, and I was like, oh, it's going a little slow, but I haven't watched the 3rd yet, but I've heard it really picked up. Really picked up. I saw on Twitter some stuff, so I'm excited to watch that one. Doesn't Hinduism have almost is it 1,000? You're asking in the right place, Joshua Stark. My peoples here will know. Disney be work on Snow White. I know. I saw like who they casted 2 for the Snow White, which I thought was good. I lost my place. Oh, it's not too bad. Okay. No, he is Lord Good. Yeah, goodness. I knew that. I knew that. I knew I got that wrong. Son of Lord. I knew I got that wrong. And it's that holiday, and they submerged the. But yeah, look, I don't know if there's 1,000 guys, but there's sure plenty like to remember and remember all. It's extensive. It's it's like learning a language almost. Kalki would be alien. He will come from an advanced planet known as Shabla, and in Marahat there was an advanced aircraft, test tube babies, and many more advanced things. See, that's why I need to watch the serial. I feel like if I watch a serial like the like I could learn all this easily. Your favorite actors from 50s, 60 area? When people ask for favorites like that, it's so hard for. You know who I like? Would she be counted as the 50s, 60s area? Who's the Salman Khan's Helen? Was she was in that era? I love watching her stuff. I love watching her dance, I think, mostly because she can do like the. But I don't want to say a favorite actress. That's too hard. That's too hard to say. But she is like up there as one of my favorites of that time. I know Shiva from yes, Ragnarok. See, this is how we learn stuff. I feel this is the best way. Movies and shows. That's why I love history movies, like based on true life events and all that, because I'm learning too. I feel like it's 2 birds, 1 stone. All right, actually got banned. Really? Oh, I didn't know that. Some tea that he got banned because he lost the fight. Oh, those 100 brothers were test tube babies and clearly mentioned. Good morning from Hi, Lori Jean Carlson from California. If you ever look to ancient Indian technology, you'd be surprised to know that still don't exist today after becoming so advanced. They say that too about what the Mayans, right? Like they had the Mayan calendar and the Indians at the time. And they even like say like they think also it was something like an alien planet gave them knowledge or aliens came. Because you know that even the government and everything here says aliens are real. So they finally telling us that aliens are real. The best Bollywood movies I've seen have been romantic or weird, hyperactive action movies. The horror movies were kind of. I can't say that I ever watched a horror movie. Although I watched some movies in the Bollywood that I thought was horrific, but it wasn't like classified, just like things happen in it that I was like, this is horrible, you know? Like it made me kind of sick. Wait, remember that movie, the mom, Sridevi, and the thing that happened to her stepdaughter? Oh, that I felt like that was horror, but I guess that movie's not classified as horror. I haven't really watched a Bollywood horror film. Lord created the universe. Lord Vishnu will preserve the universe, and Lord Shiva will destroy. He's the destroyer. Prepare for the new beginning with the help of incarnations. Destroy the evil. Clean slate. Ah, yes, Biden. He's gone back to doing almost everything Trump has done, but the left is. No, he hasn't. Joshua Stark. When are you gonna get off those crazy fake news channels like conspiracy? Joshua Stark, I thought you was starting to see the light on things. Even yesterday I was watching the news. But first of all, how is Joshua Stark gonna always come on and say I'm talking political? Haven't talked political once in this conversation, and who brings up the politics? I brought up Biden just because he's old, not his politics. Mm-mm. But I was watching the news yesterday because, they have the whole bill with the voter stuff here, and they're trying to pass the voter rights thing. And of course, like every single Republican even voted it down to even debate it. Like they were like, we're not even going to talk about it. Although the bill has things in there like voter ID, which they were pressing for. So I was like, you really don't care about you just use this big election fraud thing as a way to pass policies that's going to help you. Like policies that they did pass, like legislators can overturn votes if they wanted to. So they can throw out any votes they want to make whoever they want win. Anyway, I was watching that on the news yesterday, like different channels, because I like to flip. Guess who didn't even have it aired? All Joshua Stark's channels. None of them even talked about it. I was like, of course they didn't. They don't want to talk about when the actual stuff that makes them look bad, which is a lot. He's done all of Trump's policies. That's a joke. Because what policies did Trump have? His health care. Remember, he was going to get rid of the Obamacare, and he had this great new health care plan that he never revealed. Remember that policy? Joshua Stark, get off of that. Joshua Stark and Vicky, both of y'all. I don't even know where Vicky is, but Vicky's been too quiet. I know I had to rile him up somehow. Hindu gods are like Eternals from Marvel. Oh, I like that. Now you're talking on language, Deb. So that's why they have many mysterious things in ancient India. Oh, she married 5 brothers called at the same time? She married them all at the same time? Oh, look, wait. I gotta, this is for Joshua Stark, because here I got Robert Grace. I didn't see Robert. Oh, wait, no, right. Robert George. I didn't see Robert George on my TikTok. Hi, Robert George. But he said Trump policy was to promote himself and his companies. True. True. So did she marry them all at the same time? Yeah, she used to do strict meditation and worship to purify herself. Oh, I love that. Did Robert George leave? See, I wasn't even paying attention to TikTok. So get mad, Shabam. But I just saw it that somebody said something about I was like, oh, let me go read this for Joshua. Far from home might be better than the tragedy far from home. Okay, Tess. Who is the new PM of Israel? I saw though. Do they officially have a new one? Shabham's always giving me tests. I know it's the Netanyahu was the guy, I don't say his name right before, but I also saw that like recently, like he had some did he actually lose? Like, and I don't remember that guy's name. I can't even say the Netanyahu right. Because I have notifications blocked for everything, period. My mother hates me for it. Oh, really? Yeah, I guess get notifications I like getting them though. Sometimes I'll turn off my phone though because it'll drain battery. Oh, I like that. Japanese cruises were so strong, cruise dogs, that there will no privacy in their life. That's the reason dogs do everything openly. Oh, I didn't finish reading this because I got stuck on the brother with the page. But she was still pure because she used to spend 1 year with one husband. After that 1 year, she used to do a strict mental. Oh, that's what. So she like 1 year with a husband, then a year away, like purify. Then another year. She had a system too. How old are you? How old do I look? I always like asking that. Hi, Bugga Bugga Dash. Hi, T-Ray. Nice. I'm loving Loki so far. Best thing about Marvel. Falcon Winter still has the best first episode, but Loki has been. I loved WandaVision too, though. Like I was, Falcon and Winter Soldier definitely. That first episode was everything. The action, like it was just incredible. I lost interest kind of after that, but WandaVision I stuck through, and I like will look forward to every episode I was there for. Hi, Amit. Parakeet. You know what? Amma means mother in Hindu, and Amma means mother in. Oh, really? So look, it's a universal thing. Cassie loves the Loki. Hi, Prakesh. Hinduism is 1,000 years old or more. Hi, Parakeet. You can recognize Lord Krishna with a peacock feather on his head within a flute. Hi, Parakesh. Please write to Little Krishna. Oh, Ahmed, have you been saying? No, it might have not been that. No, it is. I think. Yes, someone said, and I did check it out to react to. They're pretty long though. They're like over 20 minutes, so it's gonna take some time. But I was gonna check those out definitely. Amit, the Little Krishna episodes. They're like cartoons, right? Morning, Mario and Luigi. Trailer, Scooby Doo, the How Your Dog movie. Is it up now? Is it a new trailer? Cool, yeah. React to Tollywood songs. Yes, record right now is this big turn between gods and humans. Zeus and MLK fought, but Siva lost his fight in India, and that's when they. I mean, you got to be careful with that kind of stuff, especially when you talk about like that's one sacred thing. You don't talk about bad about like other people's gods and stuff, or make them like lose. But I guess these were all the gods, so I guess some of them had to lose. Just don't have them fight. Just don't have them fight. What's this about? Thanos wants to know. One of the most amazing songs to react. Oh, it's a Shridevi one. Oh, you just remind me of that one too. I didn't bring my pen. I'm out of practice. Hi, Prakesh. Hi, Suez. He's been using Trump's COVID plan. He's deporting Mexican families. He's allowing construction on the border wall. Only good thing he's done is out. Trump didn't have a COVID plan. Haven't you said, like they went in there and they were like, Trump, there was no plan. Empty. What are you talking about, Trump's COVID? Joshua Stark, get off these crazy places. Get off these. Deporting Mexico. Biden never said everybody from Mexico is welcome. So that's not, he always said like, that was like his first thing. Like he opened, okay, but he didn't. That's why it was like cut off and people were throwing babies over. Because the only ones he was like not sending back are babies. Like these have been from the beginning. This isn't new. The vaccine, Joshua Stark's gonna, because he's coming up in here with the lies. So I gotta set him straight first. Vaccine came out in December, a month before, Biden even got in office. There was hardly anybody vaccinated. Why? Because Trump didn't even like do any. We didn't even have enough needles to get people in the shots. They were like, "Oh no, I got the vaccine," and he just sent it to. There was no plan. So when you talk about Trump's COVID plan, he had no COVID plan. That's the thing about Trump. And I think because Trump came in office, everybody's like, "Oh, at least he's not this career politician and all this." Yeah, Trump came in office and he didn't know what to do. He didn't have no clue. So when he was riding it easy. Everything was great. The economy was great. He just kept riding those waves when he came in. And when actually had a problem, he was like, he didn't have, he didn't know what to do because he's dumb. Like he is not able to. He ran all his businesses into bankruptcies. You think he could run a country? He said Trump had a plan for COVID. Wait, I know Robert Gray Scott. What did he say? Trump had a plan. It was to drink disinfectant and to inject ultra. That's true. Robert Grace knows. He said, I read the book Rage, and it was Woodward. He actually quoted Trumpy and has him on tape back what is in the book. Great read. So many, like I was, because I'll get dragged into news articles sometimes. I told you this, and yesterday it wasn't even a Trump article. Like, I'm tired. I don't even really want to talk about Trump. He was like the 4 years America just wants to forget. Like, they're even saying, I even read a story this morning because I was talking about to Justin Trudeau, and they were like, when is Canada and America going to open their borders, right? I was talking about this with Niagara Falls. And they said that we still like have tensions between us and Canada because of what Trump did. Even with that summit, they went to Europe. Like they were making fun of like Biden went on an apology tour. We're sorry for those 4 years of Trump because all our allies were hating us with Trump. So like he went on this apology tour. I know it was bad. I know we had the idiot in office. I know he didn't do nothing but wreck and infect and denied the virus. And I'm sorry. We're trying to straighten it out now. Trump had a plan. Joshua Stark, please stop reading all those crazy sites or wherever you're getting this information from. I hope you learned in the 4 years. Remember, you used to defend Trump, and at the end, you finally saw what a crazy person, like a terrible president he is. You finally saw, and I was like, oh, look at Joshua Stark come around. Now you're going back to it, Joshua Stark. Haven't you learned all those news stations that you would preach about before? Oh no, this is true. And then learned that it wasn't, not to go back to it. Trump had a plan. Robert George, you over there laughing? He said, Trump's cult isn't going nowhere. Trump still tells, oh yeah, this is Trump's plan. Remember, Robert, Trump said he's gonna be reinstated as president this August. Do you believe that one too, Joshua Stark? That's what he's going around telling everybody. I didn't even want to talk politics. And here Joshua Stark got me on it, got me riled up. Everybody said I was refreshed talking about this and that. Here's Joshua Stark with some nonsense. What else he said? Deport Mexican. He never said Mexican families could freely come over here. He sent them back from the very beginning. That's why everybody was like, why is everybody saying Biden's immigration plan's wrong? He's not letting them in. When Cruz was over there, look at all the people coming over. They were sending them back, except the children under 18, because they were coming alone. If they was with family, they went back with them. That's why they were throwing the babies over the walls, because walls work. Right. Wait a second. Look, me and Robert George, what is he? And so brainless people think he'll be reinstated. Oh yeah. Joshua Stark got me riled up. I'm sorry, Joshua Stark got me riled up with these lies. Tell me. I also don't care. We don't need new voting laws. You need an ID to vote. End of story. It's not racist. Get a driver's license. So Joshua Stark just said, we don't need new voting laws, but we need an ID to vote. That was in the new voting law. So we don't need them, but we need an ID. Not every state's required ID. That was in this new voting law, Joshua Stark, that you just said we don't need, but we need. Joshua, I don't know what channels you're watching, but obviously this is preaching the same thing all these crazy Trumpsters are preaching. So you need to get off that stuff. Fox News or Newsmax or your conspiracy QAnon sites. I don't know, Joshua Stark. People think Trump's the Messiah. Scared. what Trump has done, one thing Trump has done is shown me, like I always believe, I'm like, oh, these people that join cults, like they have to, they aren't really. I didn't understand what brainwashed really meant until I have seen like for real what's going on. I was like, oh, this is how brainwashing happens, you know. Especially everything that was bad against him was fake. This is how it happens. Excited for Jurassic World nomination trailer come out. Hi, Prakesh. Uh-oh, I'm behind on comments. Joshua Stark got me riled up. Joshua Stark got me riled up. Where am I at? I lost my space. All right, here I am. Thanos, Joe Biden becomes president is nothing but crisis after crisis. Yeah, because we didn't have crisis before that. There wasn't any pandemic that killed 600,000 Americans. There wasn't any crisis with Trump, was there? There wasn't none. There wasn't. Oh no. The thing is, your news stations just didn't report on the crisis. That's why. Why do you think the majority of the U.S. wanted him out? Because we saw the crisis he was causing. That would have. Fun fact: Gadashita was kidnapped in dimensional aircraft, which changed aside according to how many people it contained, and Ravna kidnapped from North India to Sri Lanka. Oh, I always wanted to go to Sri Lanka. WandaVision good. It's just that ending was the worst. I expected something smart. I'm with you on that ending, Joshua Stark. I'm with you on that one. What time is in your area? It's 10:23 in the morning. After end of everything, Drupani and her 5 husbands walked towards Himalayas, going to heaven. During the journey, one by one, 4 brothers died. Oh, that's a sad ending. Teachers, why didn't you just spoil it for me? Now I know what happened to her, and I'm kind of sad. Do you remember the highest points person in Mahabharat quiz? He was killed by, I don't remember his name, a trans man, so that we can say that ancient India was not homophobic. Happy Pride Month, Dev said. Happy Pride Month! Oh, what did Robert Gray say? I always wondered how people could be brainwashed by cult leaders, and then Trump comes along and it happens big time. They need to be told what to. It's true. That's why I said I always wondered too. And then watching it real time, it felt like, I know people go off far fetched when they're like, oh, this is like Hitler and this. I mean, Trump isn't Hitler, but I see how he like tried to brainwash people the same way. Like they even showed the similarities in some things, like how Hitler was like, oh, the fake news. Like they'll show a lot of stuff that was similarities. You should read Bob Woodward's book, Rage, local library. Oh, I'll check it out because he was the one, right? Because I listened to the tapes. Woodward was the journalist he did the interview with, and right when Trump learned about COVID, right? And he had the tapes of Trump being like, oh, this is serious and this and it's bad and the only thing to protect it. And like he had all the evidence, like, and then when he would go on TV and be like, oh, it's a hoax. It's mass. Don't worry. Oh, you can inject like, so, and remember he said, right? Then didn't he say then, oh, I just didn't want to scare people or I do want to check that book out. I'm gonna have to go look it up, Robert George. Chris Ford time travel. Amanda's sending me straight here. I've just been repeating Trump has no plan. Yeah, because that was the funniest part of it, Joshua Stark. That you actually said Trump's COVID plan. Just like his medical plan, he was going to replace Obamacare. Like that was the funniest part for me. Let me see where's the book? Where's the book? Trump didn't even read the plan. We did have big old notebook of plans, pandemic plans, which was created by Bush Jr., who started the pandemic task force and plans for it. And he didn't even open the book for it when we pandemic hit. And you want to think Trump actually wrote a book for a plan? It's just, I find it hilarious. That was my favorite part of that whole mess. We wrote one book on Trump, and Trump didn't like it. Trump found out he was going to write another one, so Trump wanted to then interview him. Because Trump thought he was smart and would give off a good impression, thinking he could con Woodward with his spin. And it didn't work. Yes, it is animation. You will love it. All right, I'm gonna check it out a minute. I haven't even pulled up the little Krishna episodes. After ever butter reached heaven's gods welcomed him and showed him brother of the burning in hell's fire. He wished them to place them in heaven, and his wish was fulfilled. Why were they burning in the hell? And hell's fire? Did they? Well, I'm glad the brothers got him out. When the greatest country in the world is the new Republic of Texas, I'll help you get. Yeah, just don't expect electricity in Texas if something goes wrong. The greatest Republican. Get Joshua Stark, you're bringing the comedy today. You're bringing it. Texas is the best, except we can't keep the lights on if we get a little snow. Because we won't use the grids outside of Texas because we want to stay one republic. But even this republic can't keep electricity on. Gotcha. We have Lord. Oh, I lost my spot. See, I missed this. I missed the comedy too, Joshua Stark. I haven't laughed this while. I had laughed recently, but it's pretty funny. About 500 pages, but it's well worth it because you are hearing what goes on in that empty brain of Trump's. I mean, that's the thing. I watched, especially I watched every news conference he did. And that's why I couldn't believe that people that actually like Trump, I was like, they must not be watching him live. Because then I watch the news station, especially Fox News, and they'll just take little clips. That's what they did. They took little clips of something he said, and then they'd play the little clip, and then they'd explain or tell you what you should think from listening to that little clip. Because I was like, if they watched him live, nobody could. Well, maybe some still would, but I don't know. But I'm like, you can just even watch him and see how stupid and ridiculous he is and knows nothing and all the BS he's pushing. His wish was fulfilled because he always said the truth in his life. Oh, good deeds. See, Reddy's here. I missed you too. Himalayan region are mysterious. There's a way to heaven, wishing tree. Lord Shiva home. Oh, in a place where it can be reached the purest person. I'm missing your song reaction. Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Big fan. Oh, thank you, Tara Jot. Please. I didn't bring my pen to get these reactions down. I know I will. I got to get back into it. India's Got Talent season 9. Your reaction to Radha and Krishna was so beautiful. Oh, thank you, Dev. Thank you. I just like you. Thank you, that. I like you too. The trans man who killed Lord was my sister. So it was a sister, but then he turned into a trans man. Lord Bhishma was the son of Holy River Ganga, sacrificed the throne for his stepmom's son, and promised to protect kingdom till end. Love from back at you, go. He's gonna make me say that name again, huh? Make me say that name again. Tejas, but she was a boy so she was a boy and then became a sister. That's what I was wondering. Get a little snow. Missouri blacked out too on your perfect. I've never lost electricity. Joshua Stark. Never lost electricity. I mean, it's flashed. I lost it for minutes, but yeah. No. Missouri never lost electricity where people were freezing to death in their home for weeks. Or was it a week while our senators rushed off to Mexico? Most people want to know the truth so they can deal with the truth. Oh wait, did I miss this before? Robert, I keep saying Robert Grace. Robert George has thoughts. Let me see. Trump thinks his cult are spineless and said he downplayed the virus because he thought he told the truth and would panic. That was it, the panic. Most people want to know the truth so they can deal with the truth. Every country was told truth about virus by their leaders and didn't panic, but Trump thought his followers couldn't handle the truth. All I just said is in the book, and Woodward has Trump on tape saying these things. Oh yeah, I listened to those tapes. And that was the thing too. I feel like that's one thing that really hurt Americans is, but even in India, y'all follow like other countries and what's going on, right? Not much in America. And I think that's what really hurt the pandemic because people are like, oh, we don't have a pandemic. It's a hoax. They would even say, oh, it's going to go away at the election. This is just a Democratic hoax to try to turn the election. And I'm like, do y'all not like pay attention to other countries? You think they care about our election? Like I was saying that the whole time. They didn't care about our election. They're going through this pandemic too. This virus, they're killing people. Like so of course, like during this, I didn't listen. I would listen to Trump just to try to keep up on the ridiculousness, but because I would listen to all the press conferences, but I would pay attention to what's happening in other places of the world. And that's how I really knew. I was like, oh, this is serious. Let's see. Amanda, CBS does the exact same thing. I don't listen to news. I just watch full uncut statements as often as I can. Maybe you should watch the news. But this is how I watch the news. Vicky's here. Vicky's back for the politicals. And I did catch up. I watch the news, but I make it a point to watch all the different news channels. That's how I like, because there are like a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff even on Fox News that I learned that the other channels aren't playing. So I always like make it a point to watch all the different perspectives. And then after watching that, reading my own stuff, like I said, even with the pandemic stuff, I watched it live, Trump giving these speeches, I watched it all live. So like that's also a way, but it's good to live in all the places. You live in Missouri? It was 3 days. Y'all were out in 3 days? Yeah, I live in Missouri. So I said, Missouri, we didn't have, I'm sure a lot of places like not in the cities, but out in the country where they have power lines that were knocked over. Like that's happened and we've been out of power. Like that's definitely happened where we're out of power. When they have to replace. There was one time in Missouri, they had a big ice storm and some places were out for like a week, like they were out for like a long time. But it's because trees knocked over power lines and that's not anything to do with the grid. But where I live now, that's one reason I was like, I gotta move to an upgraded area or something because they have the power lines underground so they don't affect it. But I'm sure in some places they have, people out without power. It just was never mass like you're trying to make it like Texas was. And the only place, didn't they say El Paso in Texas was the only place that actually got power back? And it's because they were one of the only places that actually shared, like, get their power from, they got it from like outside, was it Arizona, one of those places over there that they shared a power grid outside of Texas. And that was how they got their power back sooner. The news just talked about it for 3 weeks. I thought you didn't watch the news. No, she was a girl. She did strict worship and worship her to transfer from man to kill. So she was born a girl and then was a boy. I'm gonna have to get this is becoming more interesting by the minute. Trump's Robert George, I believe you. Like that's why I said I watched it live and saw the nonsense that was happening. In horror movies here, disclaimers are it's a fictional story not related to anyone or will be a coincidence. And when movie starts, they say based on a true story. Yeah, we don't really have movies that say based on a true story and is not a true story. That doesn't happen here, Vicky. That's funny. What happens when people believe what they are told? Oh, wait. Great. Oh, wait. All I just said was in the book. Yeah. Great documentary was on HBO, After Truth, and tells what happens when people DMP or DPM. I'm having trouble reading. What happens when people believe what they're told? I'll check it out. After Truth. I haven't heard of that one. Love your room and your merchandise at the back. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want anyone else's perspective. I just want the information myself. I mean, that's what I would hope most people want, just the facts, you know. That's why I like watching these MSNBCs and the CNNs but those are all like opinion news stories. It's Fox News too. It's all like opinions and they don't even tell facts anymore. You know, they'll tell like happened, but it's not like they just report facts. They want to report something that happens and then spin it for their view. If I wish anything, I wish the FCC really came down on those channels. Really, because you can watch the like local news. Local news isn't like that. They just report things that happen. Don't even put their opinions in it. We need that because with all this opinion stuff and opinion channels, people really watch it and think it's true, and that's how the brain. Look, Robert George, was that in there? That's how the brainwash stuff starts. Good chatting with you too. Bye, Robert George. Also, Joshua Stark, you said every time you come on and talk about politics, just remember who started this time. Just remember. Just remember who got me all ranting. Jesus, no, she was a girl and became a boy, and she was married to a girl also. The kids right in previous comment. Sorry, I'm late. I overslept. Just the guys here. I will read about it, Dev. Now I need to know about this. There was a great lady queen named Rani Laxvibeba. She fought against the Britishers' rudeness and crimes against India 1800s, and she fought extremely hard with great courage. You must stop being crazy. Never! That was kind of weird. That was a little crazy. I'll stop doing that. So Ronnie's birthday comes the 19th of November, and yours, no, mine's the 17th. But we are right. That is right, 2 days away. So there's a great and courageous lady in you. Oh, Vicky, with all the compliments today, really missed me. You really missed me, didn't you, Vicky? I missed you too. I missed you too, Vicky. I've never known her. See, just a guy knows. Just a day difference in your birthday. Well, 2 days, but yeah. Have you seen Halter movie? No. FB request. React on it. I saw it. I'm gonna totally request because I approved it. When I see requests, I approve them. That's all I'm saying. And I saw it and approved it and approved it. And I approved it so I can go back to it to make sure. I don't really have very much to talk about. Think about it. Honestly, I've been doing was reading. Oh, that's good. It's good to always read. Before I go, read the definition of enlightenment, and you will see why Trump followers are the way they are. Robert George does not like it. Read Kant's definition of enlightenment. I will. And listen, been on an hour and a half. I didn't plug my computer in, so the battery's about to run low, but it's not going to cut off because I did get a new battery and it worked better. But I know I don't want to go. I missed y'all so much, and some of y'all left and Vicky just came back, and then Joshua got me on the politics rants. But I do have to go because I have an appointment I have to go to in 45 minutes and get ready. I'll be back next week, and I will be look, Vicky. I'm gonna check out that reaction. Teachers, I need to hear more about all this. The boy and the girl and the trans. Like I'm interested in this too. Arjun shoot an arrow on ground to relieve his brother. That source of water is still available, and no one knows how deep it is. Discovery Channel. Social researchers fail. Oh, it's on the Discovery Channel. I'll try to check that out too. I know, Vicky. I gotta go. I'll be back next week. I will. It's been I got an appointment. I have to go to. But if y'all haven't noticed, I missed y'all so much. I've missed y'all. I was looking up there too. And my TikTok people who's saying hi. But definitely I miss my YouTube live chats and all my friends here. You being here till 9:30. What do you say? Well, it's like, but I even been on an hour and 35 minutes now. Sometimes I go 2 hours, I know, but I had to go today to an appointment. Only an hour. I've been on 1 hour and 34 minutes, it says. Just a lot of people didn't show up right away. And that's why I was wondering if my notifications was working or y'all forgot about me. But it is showing my battery's low too. So I got to go before it shuts off. But I love you guys. I missed you so much. I missed you. And thank you, Ab. His check. And I'll be, look, Vicky, I'm going to check out that reaction. I'll be having my reaction videos up. I'll be back next week. I love you guys. Take care. Be safe. Be nice to each other. Bye.